Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Now, I want to go ahead and make this video because, not necessarily because people asked for it. Nobody really did. I just want to make this video because I want to show you guys how to increase your team CC in ungeared and geared PvP. Obviously, geared is a different, thing entirely from ungeared, because ungeared is exactly how it sounds. You don't have gear on. You don't have equipment. So how do you increase your CC in ungeared? Well, pretty simple actually. I wouldn't say it's necessarily difficult, but it does take a little bit of work to do. Now you guys can see I'm only using gold food or gold gain, right? Gold gain food. So nothing is increasing my CC. There's not like anything hidden or anything, right? So 139k is pretty much where I'm maxed out on this team at the moment. Even with the association links, I could change them, but I don't think I could get it higher than 139k. I just don't, especially since none of the units have fate links, right? Fate links really do increase your CC by a lot, because fate links give you a 1000 boost to CC. So keep that in mind when you're using like Green Escanor or Blue King or someone in general who has a fate link. They are increasing their CC by 1000. So that's nice to note. However, when you don't have people like that, typically what you want to do is, we'll start off with association links, right? We'll start off with association links. So, for example, Assault Mode Meliodas, he has Zeldris and Estarossa for association links. Now, you could do this if you don't have Sario. If you don't have Sario, you can either put Estarossa or Zeldris. Keep in mind your association links should be 6 out of 6. Having them 6 out of 6 helps a lot, because you guys can see, I guess I'll go to Red Estarossa. They get a 10% increase to their basic stats, whereas if you have someone who's 1 out of 6, they only give them a 5% increase. So you're getting a 5% increase to, to someone who has 1 out of 6, whereas whoever is 6 out of 6 gives them a 10% increase. That's a 5% extra increase, which is very, very big. So that is something that you guys have to take into consideration as well. Another thing is, some units have higher defensive stats. So Blue Droll, for example, he has higher defense and HP than Sario does. So equipping him on assault mode obviously gives him more HP and defense, but Sario has the bigger attack. And units, you have to think about it too when you build your units. Sometimes units need higher attack so that way they can deal damage, or sometimes they need an association that gives them more HP. So keep that in mind as well. But for the majority of times, you want your association links. The reason why I have Sario is obviously because of his grace. But let's say if I had Estarossa. Estarossa gives me crit damage 23.4%. Sario's still giving me the bigger boost, even though he gives the same amount of percentage to basic stats. The reason for this is my Sario is not completely, but he is built up in terms of equipment. So, or not equipment, cosmetics. So I have his attack, completely maxed out, 4 of them. And then I have his HP somewhat, and then his outfits. Not the craziest, but, it's getting there. And then he also just has higher stats in general. But yeah, so he's going to obviously give more of a boost, even though Estarossa gives me crit damage 23.4%. So keep that in mind. But now you got Droll. So Droll has Tarmio on his association link. Now, Tarmio gives more defense than anyone in the game, I think. Because if we go down to someone who, like Gulther, okay, Red Gulther, see what I mean? Red Gulther gives more attack and HP. However, yeah, Tarmio gives a lot of defense. He gives a lot of defense, and plus his grace is very good. So you want to keep that in mind when you're using association links. Who links with them? What do they give? Who could potentially be better? Because even if they have a good, even if they have a good amount of association links, someone who's just all around stronger than them will give them more boost to their stats. So keep that in mind, right? I don't know if I can give a better example than Red Estarossa and Zeldris, but like the one, no, not even the one, but you see what I mean? Like Sario has better stats in general than Red Estarossa does. So he'll give more buffs to him. Maybe like Red King might, maybe. Where is Red King? So yeah, he has better attack and HP than Estarossa does. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Now, association links are part of but the biggest part is how you build your main units. So if you're building your main units in terms of cosmetics, right? Not equipment. In terms of cosmetics, you want to make sure that they have good amount of cosmetics maxed. You see my assault mode is completely maxed on everything. He's completely maxed on everything except for yeah, just one thing he's not maxed out on, but that's it. So he obviously has incredible basic stats. Not only is he a festival unit, but you know, I pretty much maxed out all his cosmetics. So you want to do that too. Also, 6 out of 6ing a unit is major, because if you don't 6 out of 6 a unit, they're not gonna have as much CC as someone who is 6 out of 6, right? So if you completely 6 out of 6 a unit, they get an extra 2,000, like extra 2,000 in CC. So keep that in mind. If I were to get Melascula 6 out of 6, our CC would be well over 141k. Yeah, it makes that much of a difference. It does make a difference when you make a team. So I'm just gonna create a random team. I don't know. We'll put like the one. We'll put Ludo, right? We'll put Ludo, and we'll put Green. You know, we'll put Green Gulther. No, Red Gulther. We'll put Red Gulther, right? And then on the sub slot, we'll have Goddess Elizabeth. Why not? Why not have Goddess Elizabeth on the sub slot? So you guys can see my CC is 138k. Now here's the thing. The one, I believe, is 4 out of 6. Yeah, 4 out of 6. So he's missing an extra 800 CC because he's not 6 out of 6. So that would get me up to, what is it? 800, I believe. Yeah, 800, right? So that would get me up to 800 because he's not, or what am I saying? What am I saying? It would get me up to 139k. 139k in CC. Ludo, same thing. He's not 6 out of 6. He's 3 out of 6. So yeah, okay. So there you go. I'm missing 12, basically 1200, right? 1200 in terms of CC. So it'd be like around 140k, right? 140k. Keep in mind my association links. Now here's the big factor in terms of association links. So we take off Estarossa, we give Demon Melee. So right there, I just got a big boost to CC. We take off Escanor. Now watch how much this increases by. Just watch how much this increases by. So 139k. We reached pretty insane. And these guys aren't even 6 out of 6. Keep that in mind. So keep that in mind. We put Droll. Boom. And then I guess we can put Merlin. Sure. Merlin, I don't think gives a. Yeah, she doesn't give better boost than Sario. Sario still does give a better boost. But you guys can see what I mean. You guys see what I mean by equipping association links. Now, obviously, if they were 6 out of 6, we'd be over 141k. There you go. So ungeared really isn't that hard to increase your CC. You just have to put in the time and effort, right? And hopefully you summon multiple copies of a character too. That is also, you know, very big factor in your CC. Because if you have a whole team of 1 out of 6, it's gonna be low CC. No matter what, it's just gonna be low CC. But if they're all 6 out of 6, you're gonna have high CC, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna have very, very high CC. So do keep that in mind. It is important to 6 out of 6 units, and it also is important to increase their cosmetics as well. That is what you want to do in ungeared, right? This is in ungeared, by the way. So keep that in mind. For geared it's more like, I would say it's more lenient, I guess you could say, because in geared, right, you obviously can equip equipment, so you have more of a broader way of increasing your CC rather than in ungeared. Because in ungeared you don't have gear, but in geared you can obviously increase the stats, increase the substats, etc, etc. So yeah, gear is pretty simple. I'm just gonna be completely honest, it's really simple to increase your CC. But I mean, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Just put in the time and effort and your CC will increase. I promise, your CC will increase. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I'm curious to answer them all. If you have any, you know, anything you want to ask me, go ahead and ask them down in the comments and I'll try and answer them. But yeah, guys, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel already. And as always, I will see you all next time.